Hello and welcome back to another episode. Today we have come up with an interesting topic. So let's begin this episode. And so in our world, there are plenty of food items, okay, that we can choose from. Whether it's from the grocery, from the cafe, from a restaurant, fruit shops, etc., etc., etc. You have plenty of food items to choose from, okay. But the thing is, why do we decide to have certain kinds of food? And have you ever thought of this subject? Okay, so I'm again telling you that this is not as simple as you think. We always choose different variety of food. Besides the factor of hunger, as some people tell you that you eat when you are hungry, it's not the case. Okay, so if you think the subject of eating was a simple task, we wouldn't have a like obesity epidemics in many countries in the world, like in US and all. So why do we choose, or what all factors comes into play when you choose a kind of food to eat? Personal taste, family preferences, emotional reasons, health concerns, costs of food, variety of the food items available all come into play while we choose what to eat. Okay, so in the United States, there is plenty of food supplies available. So with the abundance of food items available, the overeating is also seen. Okay, so there comes overeating, and ultimately weight gain will be there for people, and also related health problems. So some surveys and reports tells that the number of overweight and obese Americans tell a different story when they are asked for about food items. Okay, so if you learn about the influences of your choice, you may be better able to control what you eat each day. So I'll be giving some main factors. So how you choose your food. Okay, so the first point is taste rules. So the main reason that any person choose a particular food is because how it tastes, okay, and not because of its nutritive value or something like that. Okay, the main thing everyone is wishing for is its taste itself. Okay, so actually we don't eat blueberries and all because they are an excellent source of antioxidants and all. We don't go for checking the health benefits that it gives. We eat them just because they taste good, right? I think it's the case with most of the people. So taste preferences are present when we are born, and with even babies showing a fondness. So every baby likes sweet and fatty foods, and over time they develop they develop a sense of every flavors, and they seem to like some flavors, and they just don't like some other flavors. Okay, eating healthy is one of the main thing everyone suggests every person on the earth. Okay, it's very important to eat healthy because only exercises and other things may not work. The external factors may work at an extent, but eating healthy, that is the internal things that you're giving inside, should be perfect enough so that you maintain a healthy life. So the second point I'm going to give you is about favorite foods. So when you ask, most experts tell that the secret to weight loss, and they will tell you that it's essential to keep favorite foods as part of a healthy diet. Okay, so let's face it. So we all grew up with fond memories of foods that bring us joy. Okay, so it's human nature. So you just get attached to some favorite food. So that's the problem. And if you are more fond to junk foods, and you should just try to avoid it at an extent, because you should not make it a habit of eating junk foods like pizza, burger, or sandwiches. Always just try to get a healthy diet which mixes all kinds of food in it. Okay, so let's go on to the third point, eating with your eyes. So some people feel like hungry when they see food, right? They just eat with their eyes. When they feel how something tastes when they see it itself. So that's one thing that is a point. Okay, so eating with your eyes is one of the point. So most people are full after dinner, but one look at the decadent desserts and they given, and when they see desserts, they try to eat it, and it has nothing to do with hunger or fullness. So even if they are full in their stomach, they try to eat that thing because they eat with their eyes. So that's the thing. So let's go on to the fourth point, and it's the one of the main point that should be noted in eating foods: cost and convenience. So cost and convenience have a very major, I mean it has a major factor. It is a major factor for anyone with limited time for shopping and cooking, because time saving food choices are to be made. So but expenses can add up quickly when you rely on restaurant takeout and convenience foods and all. So making yourself better food is one of the choice where you can reduce the cost of foods. Okay, because eating out is actually more expensive than eating at home, and you can also pick convenience foods at any grocery store that allow you to whip up something halfway homemade and have a meal on the table in less than 30 minutes. Okay, that's all there. And let's go on to the fifth point about personality type. So each of us is different, and how we approach change varies with our personality type. So some people prefer the flexibility to move foods around to accommodate hunger and changing schedules. Others want a specific detailed list of foods to eat and to avoid. Okay, so some people simply need to stay the course exactly. They're left with too many decisions. They just overeat. So knowing the diet personality will offer insight into why some people some people have some food choices. Okay, so ultimately you decide which approach works best to help you control the type and quantity of food you consume. So the next point what I want to give you is too many choices. So why people trying to eat too many kind of foods is because they have a lot of food items to select from. No matter how hard some people try, they will think they will never go to buffet restaurants. Okay, I'm going to tell about buffet restaurants where they get a lot of food items to choose from, and they end up wanting to sample just a bite of virtually everything on the buffet. Okay, so some people end up eating way too many calories when quite frankly they would have been just as satisfied with a soup and salad. Okay, the other things may not just go in. So studies shows that the greater variety of food offer, the more people tend to eat. So let's go on to the last point that I have to give you: social settings. So typically some people eat more when they eat meals away from home and in the company of other people. Okay, when they are alone, they tend to eat only less, but and some studies shows that the size of the meal they consume increases with the number of people at the table. That's all for this episode. Thank you for watching this video.